Well, we want to have you back in. The big news in politics in North Carolina today. I mean, there's a couple of big stories dealing with your race, and also we're going to get to the U.S. Senate race. But big endorsement for Taylor Griffin this morning. Yeah. Sarah Palin came out, and of course, you've been mentioning in your ads for a while that you've done work for Sarah in the past. So I'm guessing that relationship helped with getting her endorsement. But tell us about it.
Well, Governor Palin and her husband Todd endorsed me today, and I'm incredibly grateful and honored by their endorsement. I got to know them well in 2008, and we share the same conservative values, and I think her endorsement is affirmation of that.
How long did you actually work with her, and what was your role? I mean, that would really make for an interesting little mini film or documentary or something. My work with Sarah.
Yeah, well, we worked together for about for the last part of the campaign, so the day she was named until the day after the election.
Wow.
So when she was named, I was the first McCain staffer in Alaska to put together the team to support Governor Palin and to deal with, honestly, the 100 investigative reporters who were flying up to smear her and her family. And so we worked together until the day after the election, and got to spend a lot of time with her. It was a lot on the phone and some in person when she'd come back home, and Todd was at home a lot of the time with the kids at school. So
you probably got to know Todd better than Sarah.
Yeah. We got to know each other.
Did you do any crazy stuff, hunting or snowmobiling
there
or
was
anything
no
like that?
time for hunting and snowmobiling, but I would love to. It's on my bucket list.
Well, let me ask you.
And it's snow machining if you're from Alaska.
Oh, a snow
machine, not snowmobile.
I'm sorry. Well, I'll have to get that right. Before they invite me up there, I'll make sure I get my lingo right. Let me ask you this. We're a week away from Election Day, and obviously it can't hurt you. Do you think is it here soon enough for your campaign? Do you think it will actually sway some votes? Do you think this will help perhaps some fence sitters jump into your camp?
Well, since we announced our candidacy, announced our campaign in October, we've been working every day to win votes, whether it's knocking on people's doors, calling them on the telephone, or going and speaking to groups big and small. And this is another part of this. I think that it's all leading up to Election Day, May 6th. Early voting is, of course, started, and we're working as hard today as we were when we started this several months ago, and we will be until Election Day. I really do think that this and all the work that we put in is going to put us in a position to win on Tuesday.
So is that that's a pretty firm prediction?
It's a firm prediction.
Okay. You want to give us any percentages?
I won't go so far as one more vote than the other guy.
It might take more than that, or there might be a recount or something, but.
How's the spirit? I mean, I remember, and what you were doing is nothing compared to when I ran for the state senate, because I mean it's just it's tenfold from what I had to do when I ran for the state senate. But I know when I got to the end of the campaign, I was exhausted. Are you going to make it for another week? Or is it all adrenaline at this point?
It's all energy at this point. I mean, at this point in the campaign, all the hard work that we put in as a campaign and our supporters have put in, you can feel it out there. You can feel the energy and you can feel the excitement as we get close. And we're really looking forward to Tuesday and looking forward to a great night Tuesday night.
How much would you guess? Now, I'm sure you don't know the exact dollars, but are we talking about spending over $2 million in this campaign for both sides?
I have no idea. I really don't. I mean, I only know what our campaign's done. I mean, I've seen the news reports like you have, but I've never really bothered to add it up.
What was the income for your campaign? What kind of donations?
I think we've done somewhere north of $250,000 at this point.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that primarily from within the district, or is that from all over?
It's from all over. I mean, both Walter Jones and I have received money from both in the district and outside the district. He receives a lot of donations from corporate PACs, and we've received a lot of donations from individuals outside the district.
What I mean, is it about 50-50? What's your percentage on something like that?
I haven't. I actually somebody sent me an email calculating Walters. I think Walters is 40% from corporate PACs. Exactly what ours is, for corporate PACs, it's much smaller. Most of ours are individuals, but I haven't done it inside to outside. But I mean, we have had donations from all over the country. We've been grateful to receive the support we've received from inside North Carolina, and we've been grateful to receive for the support we've received around the country as well.
Well, congratulations again for
Thank you.
a great endorsement from Sarah Palin. And I guess it was it about a week ago that a Tea Party group endorsed you as well? Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. The Crystal Coast Tea Party Patriots,
Right.
which we're thrilled to have their endorsement. I've gotten to know that group very well over these months that we've been campaigning. They are hardworking people. They're focused on making sure that voters are informed about candidates. They spend a lot of time vetting and understanding candidates, and they spend a lot of time not just on the federal races, but focusing on the local races. And I have a lot of admiration for that group, and I'm very proud to be supported by them.
Now, last time we had you on, we didn't really talk a lot about social issues. We talked primarily defense, fiscal issues, military, that sort of thing. Where is Taylor Griffin on the social issues?
Well, this is one area where Walter Jones and I agree. I believe that life begins at conception, and I believe that strongly. I believe that that marriage is between a man and a woman. I'm a Christian, and I follow my Christian beliefs in that. So I think there's a lot that we agree on social issues, and we've never criticized Congressman Jones on those issues because I think we agree so strongly on them.
Right. You've got you're off to Kinston tonight. You've got an event down there.
Yeah, and then down to Emerald Isle
Tonight
yeah.
as well.
And I've already been in Moorhead this morning and Havelock, and we start all over tomorrow. It's we put about I think I've calculated about 30,000 miles in. At this
I would
point.
think every bit of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I would. I mean, this has got to be one of the largest districts in the nation, I would think.
7,000 square miles.
Wow.
Well, Alaska's bigger because it's all.
Well, yeah, it's a lot of moose and less people. But well, congratulations again, Taylor Griffin, getting an endorsement from Sarah Palin early this morning. She said, "Taylor, thank you for your note and for putting your name on the line to help restore our country. Todd and I are happy to honor your request and support your candidacy. In Washington, we need you to stay true to your beliefs of smaller government, protecting life, and furthering conservative principles. America needs fighters in Congress. Go to D.C. remembering the good patriots of Eastern North Carolina who put their trust in you to fight for them. You have our support. We have directed Sarah PAC to make a financial contribution to your campaign today. Thank you for your patriotism and commitment to the cause, Sarah Palin." Pretty good words.
Yeah, I do have one question.
Yes, Sadie.
Sarah and I are both military moms. We both have sons in the military, so of course that's where my heart is. Now, Walter, if he does return to Congress, he will be maybe number 2 on the Armed Services Committee, and he'll have a big voice for the military on that. How would you, as a freshman congressman who wouldn't even have a seat at the table, how would you then get your voice out there in strong support for the military?
Well, the first priority for me is to make sure that I do have a seat at the table, that I do have a seat on the Armed Services Committee. And I think considering the strong military presence here in Eastern North Carolina, we've got 39,000 active duty service personnel. We've got many, many multiples of that in veterans. I think that it would be a obvious committee seat for me, and that would be my first task, is to make sure that we have an ability, and I think we would. I think most people who represent districts with this kind of military presence will be on the Armed Services Committee, and to make sure that we have the ability to stand up for our veterans and to fight for our active duty service personnel and our bases that are so important to our communities outside of just the military.
By the way, we did a very informal poll on our Facebook page, and it was pretty even. The number of folks who said that they were going to vote for you and vote for Walter. Walter, I think, maybe got 2 more comments than you did. But interestingly, it didn't look like there was any, I got this information in and now it swayed me. So it'll be interesting to see if there's any fence sitters out there that come over to your side. But still, this is big news, and congratulations again.
Well, we are very excited. Thank you, Tom.
It's going to be a
Thank
nail
you, Sadie.
biter. Tuesday.
I think we'll be
I'm
up late.
nervous, and I'm not even running.
Where's your celebration going to be?
I'm not planning a celebration. I'm
Well,
planning.
you're supposed to have. Well, you just said you're going to win. Where's your celebration?
I'm planning to be
Tom's
with
the
voters.
optimist.
I'm planning to be at the polling locations. I'm planning to see if I can't set a new record for the amount of miles driven in one day by our campaign, which will be hard to do. But I'm planning to be everywhere to talk to voters, and that's the only thing that I'm focused on right now is winning. I'm not focused on parties.
All right, Taylor Griffin.